What's going on, everyone? I'm Silverside, and we're doing a gun review today. Today we're here to talk to you about the Smith & Wesson licensed M&P 9 by Cybergun. This pistol right out of the box felt really solid in my hands. Honestly, I was pretty impressed and surprised with how sturdy it felt. Starting at the top, we've got a metal slide that comes with some really cool trademarks: Smith & Wesson, Springfield, Massachusetts, USA. On the other side, we've got M&P 9 and the Smith & Wesson logo. It's got some pretty usable sights here that are marked with white paint. I found them very easy to use while playing. Moving down here, it's got the slide release and the safety, which is pretty easy to use. It's got a pretty clear safe and fire function. Moving down to the receiver, which is polymer, but it is very solid feeling. I haven't had any issues with it yet. The front has a small 20mm rail, so you can attach all your favorite things: laser, flashlight, whatever you want there. I've had multiple things on the front, including a GoPro mount, that worked just fine on this gun, and I never had any issues with this rail itself. Coming down here to the trigger actually has a built-in safety function, which you can see here. The trigger on the bottom has to be depressed in order for it to release and actually pull the trigger. Moving back here, the magazine release is very functional, very easy to access, and works as it should. Moving back to the grip, it has a really nice textured grip on it here, where the back plate here is actually removable. It comes in the box with 3 different sizes to fit your hand: small, medium, and large. Currently I have the small one on it right now. However, I feel the large fits my hands best, as I do have somewhat large hands. And going down, you have again the Smith & Wesson trademarks here. Gives a sense of realism to the gun. Over here you also have a serial number that also adds to realism. Kind of cool little feature that some of you may like, some of you might not care, but it's there and it's cool. Going to the magazine. The magazine is 15 rounds, so it's not a huge capacity, not really that great. I don't currently know of any extended magazines for this gun as of right now. If you get this pistol, you're definitely going to want to pick up some extra magazines, as the 15 rounds will run out on you pretty quick. The CO2 goes in from the bottom of the magazine here. Once you get it started, screws right in easily. Comes with an Allen wrench to tighten that up, and it works pretty good. When it comes to the internals of this gun, it's pretty easy to disassemble, to adjust your hop up, clean it, lube it up, whatever you need to do. Just flip this lever right here into the downward position when the slide is all the way back, and pull the slide forward and it will come right off. There's a small screw that you'll see here. That is how you adjust your hop up. I found it was very easy to adjust. I had to take it apart maybe 4 times, tighten it a little bit, put it back together, shoot it, see how it went. Once you get it tuned in, this gun is actually pretty darn accurate. So why don't we go ahead and go in after I've tuned the hop up to the best of my ability, and we'll show some shooting tests and some chrono results. I do just want to point out that the chrono results were done with a fresh CO2 cartridge, and I found that after the first few shots it does balance out to around 365. And all the tests were completed with Elite Force Premium BBs. So overall, I've used this gun in multiple games to try it out, make sure I get all the ins and outs of it, figure out what I like about it, what I don't like about it, so I can give you the best possible review. So after playing about 5 games with this thing, there are a couple things that I noticed that I like and don't like about it. Again, the construction is really solid. I really like the construction on this gun. It just feels good in your hand. The textured grip is great. The changeable grips here to fit exactly your hand size, it really comes in handy. A couple negative things that I noticed are the paint on the slide is rubbing off a little bit. Not a huge issue for me. I don't really care what my gun looks like as much as how it functions. Not a huge deal for me. And another thing I've noticed is the slide here is a little bit wobbly on top. It's never been an issue. I don't think it's ever caused any problems for me in a game, and I've never even noticed the wobble. The only other things with this gun are occasionally when I'm using it, I'll find that the slide will sometimes lock partially back. It won't fully cycle a BB into the chamber. It's an easy fix. All you have to do is give it a knock here, push the slide forward, it'll get the BB in the chamber ready to go. I believe that this happens more if you don't keep it cleaned and lubed up really well. So keep it cleaned up and lubed, and it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Overall, I'm going to have to give this gun a 7 out of 10. And it would have gotten a better score if it weren't for that one little issue of sometimes it just jams up on you and will quit firing. If it's the difference between that one shot hitting your target and not, that could be the difference between you surviving or your enemy. So I'm going to have to give it a 7 out of 10 because of that. Otherwise, this gun is a great sidearm, especially if you're just starting out. Keep it cleaned up and lubed. It'll minimize that problem, and it'll do you well once you get the hop-up sighted in. I'm going to go ahead and show some gameplay now of this gun so you can see how it performed for me when I was actually using it in my airsoft matches.
What? I'm moving to the camera, not you. What, his camera's better than my camera? What am I, chopped liver?
So thanks for checking out this review today, and I hope this helps you make a decision if you're contemplating buying this pistol. And if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button and come back for more airsoft reviews and gameplay footage. I hope to see you all next time.